Everybody, it's Pandy, and I'm playing World of Tanks. A little bit of a different video in line for you guys, partly because I'm worn the fuck out. I worked some insane hours in the last 2 weeks, and this weekend was break time for this insane schedule that I happened to get off of. I figured I'd give myself a little bit of break and just do a simple video. Nothing too complex, nothing insane, nothing, Let's just do the video. Now this video is going to be an updater on the reviews that I did for the IS-4 and the T30, some long time coming, so here it is. What's up? The IS-4 now comes armed with an improved 122mm, which is pretty outstanding. The gun comes with really good pen, good damage, and a really good reload compared to the other tier 10s, minus maybe the T110. It's actually faster, it's the second fastest of the tier 10 heavy tanks. The gun is a direct competitor against the 120mm due to its high rate of fire plus penetration. The damage is the main difference between the two, and when you compare them, they're about the same, or at least the 122 comes with a little more. The only downside to the gun is it's not as quick or as accurate as the American 120, but it works outstandingly well, and when attempting to snipe and brawl, it does a very good job. It's an outstanding cannon. It does what it does, and it eats what it eats. The IS-4 is always hungry for more American, German blood. Frenchy blood, too. Yeah. The IS-4 is a vampire, yeah, we concluded that. The armor on the IS-4 is much better than its tier 9 counterpart. They took out that massive weak spot on the very front of the IS-4, and it made it a very superior beast when it comes to armor protection. It can take hit after hit after hit upon many rounds. It's still a boss from the hull down type position. It still manages to defeat gold rounds from 100 to 200 meters away. At any given range, it does a pretty decent job when it's deflecting rounds or defeating rounds, especially with guns with less than 200mm worth of penetration. Even at a good angle, you're able to deflect these rounds too, so angling the armor is very important when you're duking it out. It does wonders, and it's a very outstanding armor. Since I'm talking about a Russian tank, I must distract oneself. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Oh. I swear, like, the first 30 seconds of the video, I was so focused on the girls and the beat, I didn't even realize they were speaking a different language. Not sure if win or fail on that one. My friend, that's a win. What's up? Anyways, let's get into mobility after that distraction, and between the tier 9s and 10s, there's no real difference. I would say that the mobility was kind of upped a little bit. It seems faster, but it doesn't seem all that fast. Or faster. It's a really good tank in regards to mobility, like its predecessor at a tier 9 level, but not much of a difference. All in all, when the differences between the tier 9 version and tier 10 version come to mind, I would say the tier 10 is much better. It manages to have better armor somehow, some way, and it fits better. It just does better. It just feels better, especially with that 122mm main gun. It's better. I like it a lot. It does very well when mixed in with like Mosses and IS-4s and clan war type situations. It can hold down good positions. It just does what it does. It's a good tank. I like it a lot. Let's go ahead and talk about the T30. The firepower remains the same and comparable to the tier 9, tier 10 versions. It's very comparable. Oh, I just talked away from the mic. Oh, who gives a shit? The difference mainly that you'll see is that reload rate. It's much slower. It doesn't really pack the same kind of like speed like the predecessor did. The turret rotation is also much slower, so it gives you less of a chance to get that gun bearing onto targets and all that good stuff. It doesn't really stand out to you like it's an epic cannon. It's still the death cannon, don't get it wrong, but it doesn't it's lacking something. The rest of the tank was bastard down in regards to mobility and turret rotation. Oh, yeah, I've already said that. It's been bastard down. When it comes down to beating down enemies and sniping them from long range, it does the job and it eats targets up. The lower hit points and everything related to the downgrading of this vehicle is disappointing. I guess since I had it as a tier 10, it's bound to disappoint me because the tier 10 version was better. Now, compared to other tier 9 tank destroyers out there, it's okay. It's pretty decent. It's not decent enough for me to like it in the long run because I'm still trying to compare it to the T30 in the way back of the days type days. So I should probably try to forget about it and try to, I don't know, envision something different about the T30. I don't know. I play it. I can't force myself to like it though. I don't know what it is, but it's okay. It does the job. It kicks ass in some cases. And gets his ass handed to it in others, like any other tank. I don't know. It's hard to say. All I'll say is it used to be a badass way back in the day, and it got downgraded. I'm happy that it got replaced by the T110, which is my most favorite tier 10 tank right now until the medium tanks come through. So, we'll see. We'll see. Since I am too lazy to make a real video, this one's going to be a gold contest. As you guys know, I give away 6,500 gold to the North American server and 5,500 gold to the European Union server. And to win said gold, you must just post a comment down below, maybe about the video question, which is, how much are you guys looking forward to the new tier 10 tanks about to be released? Rumor has it they're going to be released this week, probably tomorrow, etc. We'll see. There's no announcement yet, so we don't know. But what are you guys looking forward to? And what I'm really looking forward to is the M48 patent and probably the American TD, the turreted TD. I've heard so many good things about him. I read a good article about him at the wootarmory.com website. They're worth checking out because they test everything. But besides that, I think those two tanks are going to make the biggest impacts in Clan Wars, so I'm going to try to grab those as quickly as possible. So we'll see. We'll see how this rolls. So fun times in the future, fun times. So this is Pandy. I appreciate you guys watching, and good hunting.